We're really doing this. Did you see? They're stealing your thing. They're stealing your thing, Bree.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
No, the head bob thing. They're stealing your head bob thing. All right, I guess we're doing it that way. We're doing it the hard way. I am Mecca, and I do not need a 40-year-old white something chick from Brooklyn to tell me who should and shouldn't read the X-Men first. I am Mecca. Please subscribe to this channel. This video is not going to go, I don't think, the way anybody is going to expect this one to go. Except you saw it in the title, didn't you? So, spoilers. We're doing this way. We're doing it this way. I'm not going to sit there and listen to the music. I don't even know if I can hear the music or not, because I can hear it on my speakers and I'm doing this one live. You know why? I saw this article and my immediate thought was, okay, well, I cannot defend A, the Mary Sue, or B, the politicizing of the marketing of these old nostalgic properties without the little voice and the little gears and the little hamster inside of my head ticking away until I finally come to the solution. Now, I was going to go with the whole angle. I was going to go with the whole angle of the old white dude who actually owns it, whose political leanings, or he says he's left and people say he's right, and the guy from Cosmic Book News pointed that out, and I think everybody kind of figured that. I'm talking a million miles a minute because I got to get to my point, and my point's a big one. And you saw it on the thumbnail. Mary Sue, if you believe, first off, and I'm somebody coming as saying this as somebody who's a little bit tired of both sides of the aisle not doing a thing while they argue indefinitely while everything gets worse for people, right? This is my problem with the Aints Row video game, is it's so modern, where I feel like I'm dealing with people arguing who aren't accomplishing anything on both sides of the aisle, right? I am not here to defend the right or the left on this thing. I am here to say that if you, Miss Mary Sue, Rachel Leishman, do believe, here, and I got to get a little more on display here. If you do believe, in fact, that the very people who have any problem with characters that are A, diverse, A, not binary, whatever, don't you think that literally the people who should be watching it are the people who you feel are bigoted and prejudiced against those people? Maybe it might keep them and give them a perspective and an understanding that they might not have if you feel they're so prejudiced, and if you aren't literally the same wokier than thou zealots that you have been fighting the holier than thou zealots since the dawn of time. Azrael, Azazel. Here we go. You got me summoning demons now. You get me so mad, I start summoning demons for all to see, for the entire world. They're daisy chaining themselves up using all of this negativity, all of this energy, and the electricity in our, not even just the 5Gs in our phones. They're in the light switches. They're in the patterns and the taps and the static, all right? And they're using that to attach themselves to every single being on this planet. And it's being amplified the more we project this into the atmosphere and into space and time itself. I hope my microphone's on for this one. This is a good rant, Miss Mary Sue. Maybe I should have my thing on in the background. I don't know if we can hear it. Sometimes the men with patchy beards, really? She's going this far. You is this gonna get them to like your side of the aisle? in any way, just as much as them calling us all a bunch of, now I mean us because my hair, look at the hair, it's red, right? It's red, and I don't mind the rainbow people because, you know, I had a nice night with a couple of dudes, get my behind slapped one night, you know. Did they ever find Bigfoot, I wonder? Point is, when? Where does I go? I don't remember my point. Oh, I don't mind. I'm not gonna think it's, if you got the gay if I'm blowing you and your buddy's spanking me from behind unless you want me to, and then I don't mind either that way. Because if you're bringing a girl home to mama, that's okay too, because I'm a grown adult and I'm not trying to have any activism or children that I'm doing anything around or in front of, and I'm here sitting here looking at YouTube about what to talk about, and I see this is the same argument Brie Larson had for A Wrinkle in Time that ruined the Captain Marvel publicity. Or did it? I don't think so, because that made $1 billion. Then again, the one that I said, hey, make it a Bollywood musical and I'll watch it, and I was the only one who did, well, ooh, tra-la-la-la-la to me. So, okay, so I should just read the article. Sometimes the men with patchy beard, this is a 4-year-old argument, woman, 5-year-old argument, woman, get with the times. This is a 5-year-old argument. The men with the patchy beards overflowing onto their necks. You know, the ones who champion Comicsgate. You validated it. You validated it. And what did that turn into? A bunch of bitchy, whiny little girls who decided to go and cancel each other and grift and skim off the top, some of them. Not all of them, but for crying out loud, you had independent comic books and then you had a thing. You had a cult-like movement, right? Oh, and you know me. I don't want to be a part of any cult that I am not the leader of. All right? You understand me. Understand where I'm coming from there. But I don't want the pressure of being a cult leader, so I'll find my little cult, won't I, somewhere. They say the most baffling and least self-aware things, like you. Like how they don't want the X-Men to be woke in the X-Men. Yes, those. Okay. Calling your modern day movement the same thing as what we had in the 90s and the 80s, where because we did have like a token this and that, right? We had tokenism then, and then we had genuine, you know, people who genuinely had relationships with other, you know, shades of the whatever. We had that. We've had this. This is old. We had a bunch of people who finally, during 2020, got high-speed internet, and Joseph Buckley actually pointed this out correctly, and they all started hearing the same thing, having never been exposed to any of it. But anybody, what? In big cities, we've been exposed to, what? Rainbows. People of all walks of life. All ethnicities. All genders, I dare say, for 20 years now. Get over it. I'm tired of hearing it. We had people like Divine in 1969 parading around in movies, in John Waters movies. So and those are for grown-ups, right? But kids were watching them too, because parents had the decency to know that kids were going to see smut and see the preachy crap that the adults were doing, right? Like the super religious people, or the super political people, or like the super environmental crap like Captain Planet. Why are you blaming us? We're 10 years old for the crap that these corporations are doing. Why are you mad at the people and the consumer when the articles are running with this crap and running it into the ground, and they're recycling the same outrage marketing over and over and over again? For what purpose? We've seen time and time again, these audiences don't want to be pandered to in this way. You're using us for this nostalgic properties to what? Rattle the last few advertising dollars to see who's on the right and who's on the left during a goddamn election season. And that's all this is, and that's aside from anything X-Men related. You can make any point you want, but at the same time, my point is, if you think they're so damn bigoted, maybe they should fucking watch it, you stupid I am Mecca. Oh, drop the taco, get in the car, and